us. Let's bring in Jamil Jaffer, National Security Institute founder and executive director and former associate White House counsel to President George W. Bush. Jamil, thank you so much for coming today. Happy New Year. Good to see you. So, as we heard from Jennifer's report, the aggression by the Houthis is continuing. She mentioned there were 23 attacks on international ships so far. Should the U.S. redesignate this group as a foreign terrorist organization? President Biden took them off of that list in February of 2021, but a lot of people are now wondering why.
No, you're exactly right, Anita. It was a big mistake to take the Houthis off the terror group list there in 2021. A few of their leaders remain designated, but the entire group has been causing problems in Yemen for many years. They've been subject to attacks and a fight with the Saudis, our allies there in the region. This is a real problem, and this continuing set of attacks, nearly 24 at this point, now drawing in U.S. forces, is a huge issue. We need to take action not just against the Houthis, but their backers in Iran as well, if we're really going to deter these continuing attacks.
And at some point, probably very soon here in the near future, I imagine this is going to affect shipping times. There will be major shipping delays. There'll be price increases, disruptions to the supply chain. It seems like something has to be done. How much longer can this go on?
Well, it's hard to know, Anita. I mean, the real challenge here is that about $9 billion of trade flows both ways through the Suez Canal, which is on one side bounded by the Red Sea, which is exactly where these attacks are taking place. So the goal is to disrupt those trade operations. $9 million worth of oil, 9.2% of all the world's oil passes through the Suez Canal every day. That's a huge problem as well. So we can expect to see shipping delays up to 14 days here in the United States as we see those ships reroute around the Cape of Good Hope there in Africa. That's going to cause not only delays, but also inflation here in the United States and in Europe. That's obviously already a huge problem for economy. It's going to get worse. So until we take action against the Houthis and their Iranian backers, we'd expect problems to continue and the U.S. be drawn even further into this ongoing conflict.
What about this new multinational maritime force that was created? To sort of help with this violence going on by the Houthis. But already we're seeing nations drop out. Italy, Spain, they don't seem to support this effort. Why is that?
You know, we have about 20 nations that we brought into this Operation Prosperity Guardian. 10 of those nations haven't even declared their relationship with the United States publicly. So the real question is, why aren't they backing it? They know how important it is to world trade. They know how important this fight is. The problem is that we're not showing real strength against these forces. We're responding, shooting down drones when they happen, but we're not taking direct action. The only time we've taken direct action against the Houthis was in this one fight when they actually tried to board this vessel, and then we finally took direct action, sinking 3 out of 4 ships, killing 10 Houthi rebels. But I think the problem is our allies don't see us as having an effort to win here. They see us as just sort of fighting a rearguard action. That's not going to succeed. We've got to take the fight to the adversary. Otherwise, we'll face more attacks going forward. Nobody wants to be drawn into this, and yet world shipping is really at stake here.
Yeah. Got about a minute left. I want to take a look at a Fox News poll showing that Americans are aware of what's happening there in the Red Sea. Let's take a look at this. And, of course, keeping in mind that the Houthis are backed by Iran, the question was Biden's handling of relations with Iran has made the U.S. safer, less safe, no difference, safer 12%. So that tells you people are really looking at these issues and really asking the questions about the policy of this administration.
Well, I think this is exactly the problem. The effort to get back into the Iran nuclear deal, the effort to give Iran benefits in terms of sanctions relief, and this ongoing effort to not really push back against Iran, even though it's backing Hamas, it's backing the Houthi rebels, it's causing all these troubles in the region and globally, and yet we continue to try and play nice with Iran. That doesn't work. They respond to force. We need to go after them directly. We need to hit them where it hurts, and sanctions isn't enough. The Biden administration needs to do more here if we're really going to push back against these Iranian efforts around the globe.
All right. Well, we're January 1st today, so we will see what happens in the new year. Jamil Jaffer, thank you so much for coming today, and Happy New Year to you.